and Jenkins for automation Git, and Git for version control, and Maven for building, and Tomcat for deployment. And here I log into the AWS console, which is the central dashboard for managing and cloud services. From the console and navigate to Amazon EC2, which allows us to create virtual servers on demand, and using easy to eliminate the need for physical hardware and provides flexibility and scalability and cost efficiency. And and we are selecting the second architecture here, and then later we are selecting good quality and maybe like T2 dot large, like for the good quality. And after selecting, we will be doing the key pair creation. Like, so here we create a key pair keypad, which is required for secure authentication while connecting to the EC2 in the EC2 instance. And AWS disables password based login by default, so the keyboard access a circuit identity mechanism. Without the keypad server access, it's not even possible. So here I'm selecting the artist, like here I'm selecting the space, which is of 30 GB, and I launch the instance. And after launching the instance status changes from pending to running. So as you can see in the video, and this indicates that AWS has successfully provisioned the virtual server, and it is ready for use now. So here you all can see instances, which is displaying on the video. So here are the instances, and so after connecting to the instances, the very first command I use is sudo command. So sudo command, so I switch to the root user using the sudo command. So root access is required to install software packages and modify system level configuration without root privileges, and develops root cannot be installed. And after that, select the code under the Maven. Like here, like in the video, you all can see, we can select the code under the Maven, and yes, we are selecting it, and then paste it to here. So first select the complete code completely, and then paste it here. So now after pasting, the Maven will start installing. As you all can see, it is installing now. So yeah, and it is still installing. So, and yeah, so here I can see the installation of, in this process, so here you can see the installation of Git, Java, and Maven. And it's in the process of installing the Maven. So yeah, and Maven, you all can see that Maven is successfully installed here. And the second thing we are gonna install is Tomcat server. So, in this part, I installed Apache Tomcat, like which is used to deploy Java web applications. And after Jenkins complete the build, the generated application is deployed on Tomcat, and Tomcat acts as the runtime when we normal where users can access the application. So in the second.sh file, we are selecting the code shown in the video, and copy the code. And after copying the code, just enter the code in the terminal. So first copy the code and then enter it. So yeah, so here I edit the Tomcat service configuration file using the VIM editor by entering insert mode. I can modify the configuration so the Tomcat runs as a background service, and this helps Tomcat to start automatically and run continuously. So after everything being installed, this is the Tomcat server. So yeah, as I told, we will be using insert. So now click on insert and then go to the second.sh. And after going to the second.sh, same procedure, like select the code till shown in the video and then copy it. So after copying it, just paste the code and now click the escape. So yeah, we are clicking escape. So clicking escape helps to erase the command mode and insert mode. And then click a shift plus a semicolon. Click shift plus semicolon. So and click WQ exclamatory mark. So this is used to write and save and click enter. So it will be back to command mode. And now again enable the Tomcat. Same, copy the code and paste the code and enter. As you can see in the video, we have done the same thing. Next, we have to change the code because the Jenkins will be running in 8080 port, means 8080 port. So port number. So we don't have any clashes. So we don't want to have any clashes. So we are changing the partial Tomcat port number. For that, copy this command showing in the video. So copy this command and paste it and then click on enter. So yeah, here you can see it. After clicked on enter, it's still in the process of the code. So now you're having we have to edit the code with 8080 to 8081, means so that we have to click insert again and delete the 0 and press 1, like just to replace 0 and 1. We are like just to replace 8080 to 80801, we have to replace 0 and 1. So and then press escape and shift plus and WQ exclamatory mark, as I told earlier, and then semicolon, and again copy the rest of the command and paste so that Tomcat is running successfully. Now we are checking if the Tomcatting is running successfully or not. Like yeah, and then enter. So after that, yeah, the Tomcat is running successfully. So now we'll be installing Jenkins, which is the core automation to used for continuous integration. So Jenkins is a core automation which is used for continuous integration, and Jenkins monitors the Git repository, means, and automatically triggers builds whenever code changes are detected. So this reduces manual effort and improves software delivery speed. And as shown in the third.sh file, copy the code and paste the code and then press enter as shown in the video. So yeah, and it's in the process of installing. Then Jenkins is active now, and here we are copying the IP address. Like in down there, we have the IP address, as you can see in the video here. So IP address, and copy it, and like still it's in the process of installing, and then Jenkins is active now, and here we are copying the IP address and paste it and put 8080. But it won't work because we have not done the configuration of TCP. So to overcome this, so in easy to go to security and then edit inbounded rules. So in instances and way security, and then inbounded rules, and then add custom TCP on port number. Then we have to add custom TCP on port number in inbound rules. Port number 8080. And then we gotta save it. We have saved it successfully. And the Jenkins is active now. So the Jenkins is active now. And in the terminal, we gotta copy the password. So to copy the password and unlock Jenkins, now we gotta go to terminal again, and we gotta copy the password, and as you can see in the video, like we want the password for this. So in the terminal we are getting the password for that, and click on the install. Yeah, then copy, and then go here and then put the password here. And now click on install suggested plugins after copying the password, and now it's getting started. So after it is getting started, now we gotta enter the username and password of our own. Like as you can see here, it will ask to create first admin user. So here we can enter our username, password, and whatever we want, like of our own, like username and password. It asks to confirm the password again, and after confirming it, we have to enter the full name and then also email address. So after entering all such details, then we have to save the password, and then we have to proceed to further. So after that, we gotta enter the email address of our look, like which email address we have and all. So next we gotta save the password. Yeah, like after saving it, Jenkins is ready, it says. And now we have to install a Maven integration. So to go to So we have to go to manage Jenkins because we have to install the Maven integration. And here first we went to manage Jenkins, and then after going to manage Jenkins, now click on that, and we gonna install Maven and then go to available plugins. Here we go to available plugins, and there we are typing Maven and click on, and it is still installing. Yes, now it is still installing, and now, yes, now it is installed. And now go to manage Jenkins again, and tools. So here you are add Maven, as you can see in the video, and then save same as shown in the video. So now here we are entering the details. So copy it from yeah, copy it, which is the home directory of Maven. So apply it and save the details, and then go to Jenkins. First we are applying it, and create new item. You can see in the video. So give a description, and then we open Git repo. You have saved it, and then we are opening Git repo, and copy the URL of it. So we are copying the URL of it, and there we can enter the any name of new item, and there click OK, and then here we gonna select a thing, and click on, yes, Git, and on Git, yes, we have selected the URL, like which have copied it, and then click on Git oak trigger, and then type package. So package is used to create a new file, and to for creating the new file, and for the storage of all the documents in a single file, and then execute the shell, and inside the shell we need to copy and save. So again, as shown in the video, again copy the code. Yes, so again we are copying the code. We have copied it, and we are gonna paste it now here, paste it down here, and after pasting it we are gonna save it. So yeah, it says it's saved, and now, yeah, paste after pasting it. Okay, so now click on, yes, and now paste it here. After that, we have to click on Control X and Control Y, and then enter the data. As you all can see in the video. Yes, and start the Tomcat server. Like stop and starting the Tomcat server helps to reduce hold caches, and then it will be helpful for us to terminate the new one, and then we can build the history. So here you can see, just copy the last two lines and then paste it. Yes, and now we're gonna copy the link, and yeah, and in this video you can see like we are copying the link, which will be getting like output form, or getting in the output form. And yeah, it's taking a little bit of time, like it's copying. And after copying it, paste it with 8080 portal number. Like here you can see, we are gonna paste it with 8080 port number, then we will get output. Just 5 seconds, guys. You're welcome. Yes, you are pasting it with 8080 port number. So it says, welcome to GMU bookstore. We got an output saying bookstore. Okay. So the conclusion of this project is, finally the application is deployed on Tomcat and accessed through the browser. This confirms that the complete CI or CD pipeline from code commit to deployment is working successfully. To conclude this, project demonstrates real-time and practices used in industry. Thank you.